host, Yasmin. So today we're going to talk about how to be single, 5 things that will help you in your singleness. Before we get started, we're going to make this bid up. And once we make this bid up, I'm going to meet you right back here in this very spot, and we're going to get it popping. Okay, so let's jump into it. I want to make all my videos under 7 minutes. I don't want to, prolong it because everyone does this before they even get to the point. And I don't want to do that. So let's get straight to the point. Boom. I've written everything down. All right, so how to be single. 5 things that will help you while you're single. Forgive me, I'll be looking down at my notebook and looking back up to you all to talk. So the first one I've written down was take care of yourself, your mental, physical, and spiritual health. Why this is important? It's important because when you're not single in your relationships, I don't know if you're like me, I'm not saying you neglect yourself, but sometimes you may put someone else on a pedestal. You may, worrying if he have eaten, or how was your day, and wanting them to feel good and be good even if they had a bad day, despite you may have had a bad day as well. But we, I guess, women nurturing type of creatures, so to speak, we have the tendency to have this overbearing or over love for our mate or our partner, and sometimes we may neglect ourselves in the process. Why is it vital? It's vital, I think, because for me, again, I have to reflect on me, and this is my advice, and by all means, this is not or substitute for any medical assistance that you may need, or physician. This is not to substitute, by all means. It's just advice that I'm using in my daily life that's helping me in my journey in singleness. So why is it vital? It's vital because clarity, peace, it's so important when you're single, because sometimes bitterness can creep in, resentment can creep in, and you don't want these negative emotions around you. I don't want to talk a whole lot on
this topic. I have another video about just me writing on about just self-love and confidence and that nature another time.
I just want to stick to the script. So number 2, I have know why you're single, or know why you chose to be single. Stick to it. It is if it is because you haven't found the one or the right guy, no one understands you, you want someone that does X, Y, and Z, you're having boundaries, and pretty much someone accepting that. That's important. Understanding why you're single. I'm single for several reasons. I'm single for pretty much one of the things I listed, which is haven't found the right one, so to speak. But in all actuality, I had to understand that some of the relationships, though they did step out of the relationship, there were some things that I needed to fix within myself as well. So it's not like, me bashing them and saying, they were so wrong and I wasn't in any wrong or that nature. I usually pretty much react on what they do, and it was really hard to regain trust once trust was broken, but that's another story. But me being single is because I realized within myself that I can't expect me from other people. And once I really got honed in that grasp of that understanding of that, I was like, what? Me getting hurt constantly is a result of a lot of things. And I just need to be patient and wait for that one that God created specifically for me. And that kind of rolls into number 3. So I guess that could be a 2.5, honestly, which is believe that God created someone just for you. So in the meantime, get your life together. It's what I said. And if you don't have kids and you're single, there is I know I say this.
I say this so carefully though. It's no excuse for you to not have your life together or not even trying to get your life together. And what that means is whatever it means for you. So I feel like you should never walk around and lack. Specifically if you don't have any children, because that means what you're doing is what I've done is that I'm adding distractions into my life.
I'm adding them because I allow loneliness to get the best of me, so to speak. And if you do have children and you are single, well, use this space and opportunity where, okay, I'm gonna make my child to be a moneymaker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they are sponges.
You know, they soak up everything in information. You know, put that information to your kid. I don't know how it is to be a single parent. I have people around me that are, and I see the challenges of doing so. I can make another video about that and maybe add someone on who can speak more about being a single parent and being single. But when I mean single, honestly, before I go to number 4, what I mean by being single is not being single in dating. When I mean being single as not dating, not having sex. Because people can take the meaning of I'm single, but I'm still out here throwing it back.
No. When I mean single, I mean abstinence. I mean, I'm single, I'm not having sex, ain't no one going down on me, I ain't throwing it back for nobody, I ain't going down on anyone. That is what I mean by single. So let me just clarify that really quick. I said a lot. But let me go to number 4 because I want to meet my 7-minute mark. So let's go to number 4. Number 4 is explore who you are, what you like, what you don't like, what you're willing to compromise or anything at that matter. That is very important. I'm learning a lot of things about myself. I'm learning that I'm really good at some things. I'm learning that I'm not really good at some things. I'm learning that I'm so willing to try new things, that I'm not afraid of certain things that I used to be afraid of. I used to be afraid of heights.
And I went skydiving, and then I got on roller coasters a couple months back, and then I got on a plane, so I went to LA. So it's just taking that fear, eliminating that fear and anxiety that was holding me back to live my full potential, or just doing things, because one day we're gonna die, and I don't want to go on life being afraid of anything, because it's gonna happen, you know, and I don't want it to be a situation where I die on my deathbed, like Lance Brown said. I said Lance Brown.
That is not his name. And it's sad because his name is on the top of it's right here and it won't come out. What is his name? Oh my goodness. It's gonna come back to me. But he was saying, you're on your deathbed and all your dreams, your ideas, business ideas, inventions, all of that was surrounding you and said, we want it to come to life. We want it to be pretty much born. We wanted to show the world, you know, who we are. That's what I'm kind of paraphrasing.
And they never made it. They died with you. So you don't want your dreams and your goals, your aspirations, your inventions to die, because someone needs that. And that's something I was telling myself. Like, I was contemplating on making YouTube videos. I was contemplating making a video.
So you know what? I want my makeup done. Or, you know, like, I at least want to get my lashes, or my nails are chipping. Like, I don't want them to see that. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm human. Every day ain't gonna be perfect. But I'm gonna make sure it be, though. And if it's not, I'm gonna be confident in that imperfection. But yes, explore yourself is really important. Know what you like, know what you don't like. Don't compromise, if any. That's a preference, that's an individual thing, but it's a journey, you know. It's a journey, and you can't do it wrong, and you can't do it right, or perfectly rather. There's no win or lose in this journey. Honestly, it's a
self-made journey, and it looks different for every person. But one thing we have in common, if probably most likely more, is that we're willing or in a space of wanting to be better, because we know that it's more in us. It's more potential. We have more than our output, and we just need someone to kind of believe in ourselves, to help us believe in ourselves, to do that. Okay, last one.
really quick. I already missed my mark. 5 is embrace it, don't fight it. Oh, Bible verse, Ecclesiastics. I didn't put the whole scripture. Yasmin, I think it's Ecclesiastes 3. 3? Was it 4? Chapter 4. It's a time and season for everything. So understanding that it won't always be this way. And when you really get hold of that it won't always be this way, it makes things much better. Because what you don't want is to be in a relationship and you don't know who you are. That's what you don't really want to do. You want to come in a situation. I don't like when people say better half. I don't know if they take it literal or not, but I just like, no, I want to come into a situation where I'm whole. And most of the time I went into situations where I'm half, where I don't allow the past hurt or what the other guy did to affect the other guy. I always say, I just let them mess up on their own, which they end up messing up on their own. But I didn't come in a situation full. I came half because I was seeking something. I was seeking something with the expectation that this person can fulfill it. And when they could not fulfill it, or I thought it was, it's kind of like you're pouring into a cup and it has a tiny hole at the bottom. So you're thinking that you're being full, you're thinking that you're being replenished. In actuality, you're draining yourself. You're draining who you are. You're draining your very essence. And when you come to a point where you're empty, it's like, hey, I need you. And I'm going to leave you with this because the video is longer than what I want it to be. Lord, leave you with this. I love myself independently from someone else loving me. I'll say it again. I love myself independently from someone loving me. If someone loves you, that's just extra. That's like, okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it. That's kind of like Chick-fil-A. You got 4 sauces, Polynesian sauce or sriracha or something with Chick-fil-A sauce. And they give you 2 more. Like, okay, I'm good with the 4, but thank you for the 2. Now I got 6. Thank you. It's kind of like that. I don't know.
The easy, cheesy reference, but I hope you got it. But yeah, it's like that. It's like going in places whole will allow you to see it. You show up different in life. You show up to the world different when you view yourself as whole and not in pieces. So I encourage you all who made it this far, I encourage you all to don't look at yourself as pieces anymore. Look at yourself whole. Do not look at yourself broken. Don't look at yourself. Don't allow bitterness to reign over you. You are better, not bitter. You're not a victim. You're victorious. And I want you to understand that. I want to encourage you that you're on this journey and you're not by yourself. And I hope you guys, you ladies, enjoyed it. And I'm sorry for the video being longer than expected. Next video, I'm going to push this 7-minute mark. But anyways,
here you guys go. I hope it helps someone. Let me know. Put a like, comment, share
below. Until next time. See ya.
Kiss me like no one's watching you, yeah.